Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Just Open It, the YouTube series in which I open recently acquired toys. My name is Russ. Thank you very much for watching this episode. I really appreciate it. If you're a fellow toy collector or a fan of pop culture in general, please subscribe to my channel, Karaoke Fanboy TV. I do often open recently acquired toys and collectibles, and today I am opening, from Masters of the Universe Origins, Sy-Klone, from their Sketchbook Series. This has been a super cool kind of imprint in the Masters of the Universe Origins line, where they're capturing some of the original character sketches from the early 80s. The sketches, the designs that didn't quite make the final cut, and they're turning them into action figures. Sometimes, and in the case of Sy-Klone, I believe, those designs are a little cooler than the actual figure. Here is the original Sy-Klone from my Masters of the Universe collection. This was a super cool character when I was a kid, and it still really is. He has this lenticular, kind of holographic chest plate that looks kind of like a sonar or a radar kind of a situation. And then if you spin this wheel on the back of his waist, right there, he in turn spins, creating a cyclonic effect. If you're familiar with DC Comics, this would be like a red tornado kind of a character. The character Sy-Klone that was in the Black Adam movie might be a better kind of mainstream understanding of who this guy is. But blue skin, these like really cool pseudo kind of translucent red, super dusty actually, sorry about that, but yeah, these kind of red, the wristbands and the headband and stuff like that. In the Mike Young produced Masters of the Universe cartoon in the early 2000s, I think Sy-Klone was kind of depicted as vaguely Asian, so adding some culture to Eternia. In this case, you could see that his face is very much like He-Man's, and I think that was part of the discussion in his early design. But yes, indeed, I do enjoy Sy-Klone, and I was super excited when I saw that this figure was coming out. I went to Target, found it pretty easily here in the Phoenix market, and I am about to open it to see if it is as cool as I think it is. Look at the box art here. It's just absolutely amazing. I totally love it. And frankly, Mattel, I would enjoy a collection of some of this deco. If this could be collected in some sort of like Art of Masters of the Universe Origins book, you know, the whole point of my Just Open It series is to get these figures out of the box and to enjoy them. But in this case, the packaging is so cool, I almost regret it. Nevertheless, let's tear into this thing and see if he is as awesome as I think he's going to be. And I'm just going to go right here on the side. Oh, right into that gorgeous piece of art right there. I just completely destroyed that, but okay, that's the point. We are just opening it. Here he is. And again, you have this kind of back piece where you could see him fighting, the prototypical Hordak from the original sketch series, original concept series. And then I did want to point out that on the back of this you see a prototypical Two-Bad as well, the two-headed character from Masters of the Universe. So hopefully we'll be getting him soon. But in the meantime, let's get Sy-Klone out. Okay. Well, he is, of course, bound by those stupid rubber bands. Okay. He's out. Not too shabby. There is not an action feature here, so there is no wheel to turn his torso, but that's okay. I think the point is more to capture this original design. And interestingly enough, this Sy-Klone comes with a laser gun versus a shield, so way more on the the offensive than the defensive. And if I put that in his hand here, he is complete. Now look at this guy. This looks like the kind of character you would have seen in like a 1950s independently published sci-fi comic, like a Charlton comic or something like that. Almost a pulp sci-fi vibe here with this awesome Cyclops-esque visor, the helmet that kind of rings of a little Flash Gordon, kind of rings of a little the Comet comic book character, and then this again lenticular chest plate with a multicolored, I don't know what those would be called, but they're almost like little swirling Sy-Klones that change color like that. I'm even getting that on my camera, which is pretty cool. And then the detail on his chest and on his back, he's got this kind of this exhaust thing going on, so he's almost like a robotic spaceman. I mean, this isn't really even the same character. You can very easily presume that this is an additional character, a new character to the Masters of the Universe lore, and he could exist alongside Sy-Klone as his own character entirely, and I absolutely love it. Now we do have this head, which kind of strikes me more as that Mike Young produced cartoon I mentioned, where it's got some cultural, I would say, detail there. But just to see what it looks like if you swap the heads. And you know, you could put this head on the Masters of the Universe Origins Sy-Klone as well. This does not speak to me as much as the other head does. The other head is really befitting the body, and again, when you do this, it's kind of more emblematic of the Sy-Klone that we know. But when you put this head on it, whoever this guy is, he's super cool, and I am all in on this. I am so glad that Origins is continuing their line with these original concept art figures. These are truly the origins of the Masters of the Universe characters. The sketches from Mark Taylor and all of the developers that were involved with Masters of the Universe Origins, these amazing artists, these unsung artists of toy development that fortunately in recent years we've begun to celebrate a little bit more. But when I was a kid, of course, it didn't occur to me that these characters were originally drawn up and experienced various revisions and stuff like that before they became the toy in my hand. They were just the toy in my hand as a kid. But now, as an artist myself, as somebody that creates original characters and self-publishes his own comics, I look at this and I see like, wow, what an exhibition of imagination. You could see the influences of pulp and sci-fi and all that stuff here. And man, how cool is it in 2025 to get this character that's probably at least 40 years old as far as when he was first drafted. So Mattel, keep this up. Super awesome. I look forward to future concept art figures. And that's it. It's as simple as that, folks. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Again, if you're a fan of Masters of the Universe Origins, which I open quite frequently, or if you're just a toy collector in general, please subscribe to my channel, Karaoke Fanboy TV. You can also follow me on Instagram at AmazingAZComics, where I post the comic books that I'm working on and some of the toys that I've collected most recently. That's AmazingAZComics on Instagram. You might notice this big blank space on my action figure shelf back here. That's because some of my collection is currently on exhibit at Gilbert HD South, a museum in Gilbert, which is a city near Phoenix, Arizona. So if you're in the valley, as I am, swing by Gilbert HD South to see my Superman collection on display until September. Until next time, when I grab another unopened toy from the pile here in my living room, and I tell myself to just open it. Thanks for watching.